These are my note cards. Increasing understanding of human trafficking, more victims will be rescued and protected, and more traffickers will be identified and prosecuted. Sex trafficking has become a worldwide problem. Are you aware that 3,287 people are sold or kidnapped and forced into slavery every day? Not many people are. That's 136 people an hour, and that's just the reported cases. Are you aware that most of these are children and most of them are sold repeatedly for sex? Again, it's a little known fact, but it's real and it's happening all around us, even here in the US. Human trafficking is the modern day equivalent to slavery and must be recognized as such by the international community if this crime is to be extinguished. I believe people need to become more aware of the problems going on around us so they can prevent themselves from it and help the people that are helpless. Human trafficking can be defined as the recruitment, transportation, transfer, harboring, or receipt of person through force or coercion against their will for the purpose of prostitution, forced labor, and slavery. The illegal trade and exploitation of human beings for forced labor, prostitution, and reproductive favors is termed human trafficking. Human trafficking is a transnational phenomenon and is second only to the international drug trade in relation to organized crime. By some estimates, it's a multi-billion-dollar business affecting several million people in virtually every country across the globe. The US government spends 300 times more money per year to fight the drug trafficking than it does to fight human trafficking. This is why the enslaved people need your help. There is a demand for trafficked children as cheap labor for sexual exploitation. Children and their families are often unaware of the dangers of trafficking, believing that better employment and lives lie in other countries. Are you aware that 300,000 American children are at risk of child sexual exploitation and about 55% of the girls living in streets are engaged in sexual slavery? They can start as troubled youth or as a valedictorian. The crime of trafficking is about opportunity, not about the child. Victims of human trafficking come from all walks of life and financial status. But there are some factors that make a person more vulnerable to the false lies of the human trafficker. Some factors of vulnerability are being a female, being a child, coming from a marginalized population, poverty, growing up in an abusive home, running away from home, or little to no education. Although changing the vulnerability factors is difficult, there are some things to do to avoid becoming a human trafficking victim. Be aware of how traffickers recruit people. Traffickers make false promises to a better life. They paint unrealistic pictures of what life could be like with lots of money. They quickly befriend a person, showering them with gifts and displays of affection, particularly recruiters who will later force a girl into prostitution. Do not make decisions under the influence of substances, and do not be in the company of people you do not fully know and trust while intoxicated. Traffickers looking to put someone into prostitution will take advantage of unconscious people or someone who cannot fight being transported elsewhere. Traffickers will also attempt to take advantage of those with addictions or attempt to create drug dependency. Be aware of your child's online friends. Sex traffickers have been documented using social media like Facebook and MySpace in addition to others. Love your children unconditionally. Sometimes awful people exist between parents and kids. Seek help through counseling, mentor programs, and rehab if necessary. Traffickers prey on runaways and throwaways. Do not make your child one. Life on the streets is extremely dangerous. The Starfish Project is an organization that cares for women escaping human trafficking and exploitation in Asia. They provide life-changing opportunities through their holistic care programs and their innovative social enterprise where women can create beautiful jewelry but also become managers, accountants, graphic designers, and photographers. Through their holistic care programs, they provide each woman with vocational training, healthcare, shelter, counseling, as well as child education grants for women and children. The Starfish Project has employed over 100 women and has served thousands through our community outreach services. 9 major things that come out of supporting the Starfish Project by purchasing jewelry are: you provide career opportunities, reach the exploited, provide safe housing, provide counseling, provide vocational training, provide healthcare, unite families, educate children, and facilitate empowerment. Becoming more aware and helping the people forced into slavery can begin to bring it to an end, and it's up to all of us to